Anyway.
Now, who is the familiar?
Exactly. I shall rule the world.
You shall be my pet.
Park the horses in the stables.
Sure.
And walk in.
Kyron!
You enter and probably see the others sitting there having lunch.
I assume the inn's
Yes.
quite empty.
Yeah, it's more empty than usual. I mean, there are a few people. It seems there are always a few people, but
Okay.
yeah, it's. I mean, lunch isn't really the big in time. There's some people
Okay.
who have something to drink, have a piece of bread before they go back to work. But
So it'd be quite quiet in the inn right now, though.
nothing much going on.
Cash would like to talk to the innkeep at some point.
All right, but for now, you just enter the inn. You see the two sitting there.
Zacharias will on to the barkeep and then sit down next to Marcus and Asurius.
I see you had a plan B while I was away.
Yeah, we want to do some hunting, kill some time. And I'm happy to say the hunt was successful.
That is good.
What of your end?
We had a very interesting problem occur.
I see.
I think it'd be best if we speak to this upstairs.
Oh. Very well.
Just so we don't get distracted.
Zacharias will grab some lunch from one of the plates, basically take a plate up with him.
Sure.
Fill with bread or beans or whatever deliciousness is.
Bees.
Bees, I love bees.
They have loads of protein.
No, beans.
Well, this goes
Also
on.
filled with
Cash,
protein.
Cash approaches Bellum.
Cash will smile to him and ask what she can get for breakfast.
Lunch.
Lunch. Whatever.
It's it's bread. There's some cheese, and there's actually some salted bacon. Salted bacon that is heating up.
Oh, cool. Cash smiles says, that sounds delicious. Can I have that?
Of course.
Cash looks at him and says, the inn is very quiet and very a little, it's like people are down. Is something up? The dwarves don't hear.
Sorry, what? Could you repeat that?
That was weird.
It all seems very quiet, and even the dwarves are not here.
Yes, the dwarves has moved to the keep, it seems. I'm not sure why. It's usually slow business around this time, but no worries. The business we have from the military is enough to keep us going.
Well, that's good to hear. Just wanted to make sure everything was fine.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of a problem yet.
Okay, that's good. Cash will take her food with her upstairs and eat.
Sure.
And pay how much for the food?
It's apparently on Sakura's tap.
Cool.
Zacharias has a mountain of full tab of 1 gold. So once cash eventually comes in, close the door. So on to actual business now we're not going to be overheard. So what exactly did your team find out? If anything.
Well, the father sent runners, and we ran after them and made sure that they don't run anymore.
What were the runners trying to run for?
Well, they were carrying messages that we wanted to make sure don't arrive anywhere. If nobody knows that this keep might need reinforcements, there won't be any coming anytime soon.
Yes, they were requesting reinforcements from the nearby garrisons, basically a call to arms, rumors about the bugbears and suspicion of mischievous deeds in the keep prompted Good Father to send for what seems to be the Knights of Illyrian.
They would have been a terrible pest if they arrived.
Yes, luckily we managed to intercept the message. There will be no reinforcements for Ballantine.
Well, it has internal reinforcements, it seems.
Oh,
Firstly, the dwarves have moved out of the tavern and have decided to take up room inside the barracks.
it is unfortunate.
And then to help with that, those lovely musicians from the play have decided to stick around as well.
So
Under the good father's orders.
what use is it that we do all this work if the father can just requies traveling minstrels and dwarves and the gods only knows what other goodly creatures he can conjure up. It sickens me.
The only other thing I've found is the guards that patrol the walls, they have instated quite a few more of them. There are now 16 patrolling the walls and generally in groups of 3.
I see.
I was not even able to see the good father today due to the fact that he was in a meeting for the entire day with the good captain, who is not the least bit suspicious yet, luckily.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't even see him?
No.
He must be very paranoid indeed, or they must have something very important to discuss if he doesn't even come down to his rooms or eat anymore. Still, I believe him to be our main target.
A very problematic target.
If he stays up there all the time, yes. But he must come down sometime, right? He hasn't moved his residence into the keep itself.
I do not believe so. The other issue we now have is they've just generally tightened up security quite a bit.
Right. We could, I suppose, wait for... buy our time for a week or so. And then maybe they relax the security. If nothing else happens for a while, maybe the Commander Havelin will simply deduce that it was an accident and recall all the security measures.
So we just
So,
wait and do
on-
nothing.
On
mean,
that note, you do know that the good... Oh, what was his name?
What, Father Dunnigan?
The good Varning was supposed to come back tomorrow. Perhaps him not returning would be further
Maybe.
making things. At least if he doesn't return for a couple of days.
I guess we can't wait.
Hello?
Hello.
What did
You
Manic
are
Age
also-
say we
Apparently
knew?
Mr. Varning should be returning tomorrow. Except he's
Oh
dead.
no.
You do also know that you have still about 2 weeks before sort of the late call.
I mean, at some point, what we can do, like for some point, is we just show up. Like we invisibility on everybody. We show up, and then you just rain destruction down for like 2-3 rounds on everything we can see, and then retreat. And we do this a couple of times, and then we will probably kill off
Problem is they put the whole fort on lockdown.
Yeah, but we can fly. We have invisibility.
It's true.
I mean, that is a last resort. That is basically all-out war against the garrison.
And I would say that's the case of we get to a state where we physically cannot take down the defences any further.
Yeah, exactly. If we can't reach any of our targets, Havelin or Dunnigan or Barnabas, if we can't reach any of them, then we might start actually.
So keep that plan in mind because midnight assassination may be on order.
Yeah, we still have the infiltrate Havelin's quarter. I still want to do that after we kill Father Dunnigan, though.
Killing Father Dunnigan now has just become a lot harder because we do not even know where he is.
I think we should try for one more day at least. See if he comes down day 2. I mean, If it doesn't, maybe we can snoop around a bit more to try to find out if he has actually moved his residence into the keep and as such will not be leaving it. Or, you know, if I have a message for the father, how would I then reach him? Oh, I'm just an old man.
Which that bluff worked quite well today.
Yeah. Unless he has, you know, become a hermit.
But we did kill their, hermit of the skies. It was.
But they think you just left.
They don't know that. Well, they do.
Him and the birds are just gone.
There is some interesting rumours which the which servants are spreading around,
Yes.
suspecting that the wizard may have kidnapped Mad Martin and faked his death.
Sakurai shrugs. Yeah, well, the servants. Simple minds conjure fantastic ideas to explain things they don't understand. I don't think the commanders share this delusion.
No, but it was a very interesting way to keep myself occupied while waiting.
I see.
I mean, when you have to act as a servant, several hours of cleaning can make you quite bored.
I can imagine.
You're the only one here, I think, who hasn't needed to clean so far.
Sakurai just smiles.
So, what, tomorrow we try again?
That would be my suggestion. If that fails, then we might try an infiltration mission. See if we can reach Haviland's office by going in through the roof.
Which I'm sure you have the ability to.
Of course.
In that case, we should be fine. I recommend not going through the chapel.
Oh,
Something felt strange when I went in there. I'm not 100% sure what.
what do you mean strange?
There was a strange humming sound going throughout there.
You're
There's no one
scared
in-
of humming? Why is that scary?
I didn't say it's scary, I said... It just didn't... Something seemed very strange. You know, the chapel was empty.
Might have been the wind or something.
Happening... For nice humming sounds to appear out of the chapel for the entire day, I doubt it.
Most likely this is the work of those singing saints we've heard so much about. Some sort of musical enchantment to the statues. But if the place felt strange, there might be other magics at work. Sort of a sanctuary or protection spells to ward off evil or the like. Yes, we might need to stay away from the chapel.
I mean, a hallowing would not be completely out of order for a chapel, so...
Indeed. And if the cleric is as powerful as he seems, he might be able to conjure up all manner of servants. Yes, we should have another try tomorrow. If that fails, we try to go for Haviland. We still have ample use of your silence spells, and they would hopefully secure our way in, so to speak.
Why not today?
You keep us unseen, I keep us quiet.
Because today we're going in to see if we can find the father again.
Okay.
If that fails, well, tonight we strike. Someone is gonna die tonight.
Let's just
Wait.
hope it's not one of us.
So you wish for me to take another dive into the keep?
Don't talk about hope. Talk about action and proficiency and skill. That's how we ensure victory, not giving up our fate to some Zacharias waves a hand. Some lofty idea of fate or hope or the gods.
Actually, just thinking about it. Malachi, what time would it be?
Now it would be early afternoon.
It'd be a bit late now to go in as a servant.
I'm sure you can manage.
If they got the gate even still open.
The gate is usually opened at day to allow fresh air to enter the keep.
Okay, so I might be able to go in.
Disguise yourself as fresh air.
I think that's what your invisibility is about.
Who's that? It's just your friendly air elemental.
Now, go to sleep. So we can stab.
Okay.
Put a grace.
Oh! I was fooled!
Never trust what the wind tells you.
I guess.
Bad idea.
I guess so.
So you want me to attempt infiltration?
I would say. I don't know. Does anyone else have any suggestions?
Might as well try today.
Yeah,
What,
it's no
what,
reason not to.
Wait, so what do you want me to do? Like a redo of yesterday's plan, or what?
Yeah.
But we don't know if that chapel can detect evil in all of the castle or only in that room.
Yeah, if it includes the basement, we might want to take precautions.
Well, I don't know.
The thing is, we can only there's always one who can get undetectable alignment.
Well, I can now give it to all of us, but I'd have no power. My most powerful spells would be all used up for the day, including all my silence.
Yeah, we need silence. We need at least one cast of silence. Well, didn't you have undetectable alignment?
No, not yet.
She needs more alchemist levels. Well,
Well,
she's taking levels in both.
it's a risk we have to take then. We have no other way of doing it.
Fine, if I'm going back in, though, make sure you guys are ready for the basement trip.
Yes, apropos the basement, we need to do some cleaning down there, I think.
Will you find a way to do that while I have a speak? Hopefully.
Okie doke.
And Azura shall leave with swift speed.
All right.
Simultaneously diving into an alley and changing his disguise.
It's Servant Man!
Oh.
Yeah, I left with my 40-foot move speed, not just
Quick!
the 30 I disguised myself with.
Quick, Servant Man! Here's some floors that need sweeping.
I'll sweep you in a minute.
Clean streets!
Create water over your head.
Servant Man is here to clean the streets. Of crime!
No, we are the crime. We're cleaning up good.
Well,
Alright. So, yeah, you return to the keep.
and we, basically the rest of us, is the barkeep like behind the bar all day? Does it leave it?
Usually he has others to do most of the work. I mean, sometimes he leaves it to go, sort of, for quick, gathering something behind. There's sort of the small storeroom behind the bar. He has to go there to get some food or whatever people order. He has sort of three. One man and then the two barmaids who work here. The man usually taking care of like the menial labor, like actually carrying barrels and stuff like that in here. The bar is usually restocked on sort of early morning when no one's really in here, where it's sort of closed. That's when the barkeep himself really go down to the basement usually and sort of brings things up and down from there. Usually when he gets stuff brought, like barrels of ale and such, there'll be the people actually bringing it, helping with putting it down there. So mostly he is in the bar, making it difficult to pick the lock while also everyone's there. In addition to the few guests who sort of hang around here. It would be quite suspicious for a group to spot when the barkeep wasn't there, walk to the door, pick it, and then sneak down into the basement.
Does only he have the key?
As far as you know. You haven't really asked him.
Well,
Might be
we
odd thing to ask.
can observe the other servants, right?
Right, they don't seem to go down there. They don't really have anything to do down there. One is usually cooking, one is usually serving. The man is you don't really see him much. He mostly takes care of the stables, you would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing in water, stuff like that. Running errands when needed.
So I could try to charm the barkeep.
The barkeep. I mean, your basement.
Could try to convince him to keep some of our stuff down there and thus gain entrance to the basement. I mean,
Seems like a good idea.
we don't really need him anymore, you know. He fills no purpose for us anymore.
Yes, he does. We still need to kill his brother.
Yeah, but we don't need him for it.
Maybe. We talked about using him to get the brother to come to the.
Yeah, but we
Yes.
use the
You pick a
relation. So a letter.
But we can't just shut down the inn. It's like the primary inn used by the soldiers, and if that inn
The
shuts
soldiers
down...
aren't allowed out now.
Exactly, the soldiers
Oh.
aren't allowed here, and the dwarves have moved.
Why are the soldiers not allowed here?
Because the
Murders.
priest shut it down because there was too much suspicion. So they must stay in the keep now.
So maybe this is a great time for the inn to, close for a few weeks and redecorate.
Renovation.
Yes, spruce up the place a bit, The dwarves have certainly provided enough gold to spruce this place up. Maybe he needs some vacation. Maybe he needs to go to see his, dear great aunt Doris or something down south.
All the way on the opposite side of the continent.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Great Aunt Boris.
We don't talk about Grand Aunt Boris. She's a travesty, or was it a transvestite? I can't remember.
So getting rid of the innkeeper shouldn't be too hard, I think.
I mean, we could charm him to say, give your people have worked hard. You should redecorate the place and convince him to do that. We can, of course, just kill him, and one of us just disguise himself as the barkeeper. Say, yes, since we don't have too much to do now that everyone has moved out, well, you could take a vacation, on me. You have worked hard, everyone, and I will pay you for it. Here, take a silver piece each.
A paid vacation. That'd be nice.
Yeah, paid vacation for a week or 2. Well, 2 weeks.
A month.
Forever.
Paid vacation forever.
Well, for as long as they live, which might be very short.
Depends if cash gets to them.
I think even Dark Bark could kill these people.
Dark Bark, get to work.
Oh.
So that would be a way to do it. That we would completely turn this into our base. I mean, we still have him. We still have samples of his writing. We still have the forged letter, and I mean, we send that up to the brother, asking him, saying, yes, I might know something of the things. Meet me in the basement. Use the normal route or whatever. Or, meet me at the bar. See if we can discuss this in a bit of privacy. See what you think. Should I go to the commander with this? And then he does. And we kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Malak, I have painted a reasonable picture of the situation in the bar. Like, not many people here.
No, there aren't. There aren't a whole lot of many people here. In the evening, there's still some people who come here drink. I mean, not all the soldiers are constantly at duty at the moment. You would think, at least. It's only been one day, so how things develop is really still in the air. But you can't completely cut off everyone. In addition, there's sort of the local citizens. This is sort of the main drinking place. And without the dwarves, perhaps a few more new people will feel that it is less of a, it sort of becomes a more hospitable place without them gambling and roaring in dwarven and such.
The other option then is to, like, one by one slink into the basement during the day.
Yeah, I won't be able to get down there though. Well, if you leave the door unlocked, then yeah. But
The easiest would most likely be to go down there sort of at night, as you have done before, and then wait down there. There's lots of barrels and stuff. You can hide down there reasonably, as long as you don't really, put up a tent or anything.
Right. But then we need to put the meeting with the cleric later at night, and that might be suspicious for him.
Or you could simply stay in the basement here, the inn's basement, and then stay the night there, basically. We've hidden bodies down there, so it may not be the nicest place, but, at some point, staying, if the bodies are found, you're screwed anyway, right? So
I guess so.
sitting on top of them won't really change much.
Just resting atop the corpses. Craft a throne.
About killing Rahal, you'll also know that he does have his wife, and that's sort of her family, who might notice if he just disappears.
Crap.
Without actually talking to anyone. And if she disappears, her family might also be a little sort of weirded out by that.
So we need to kill the whole town, that's what you're saying.
Well, that's why you start fires, to make it accidental.
That would solve your problem.
Yeah, I think it would, yes.
That's a great plan. Just kill everyone.
Actually, yeah, just out of curiosity, how many town guards is there? Like, do we have an estimate?
Let me see here if I can find that for you. I don't know if it's actually written anywhere.
You're thinking outside of the player box.
Yeah, it's just we burned the town. Oh no, guardsmen arrived to put the fires out. Well, just kill the guardsmen at some point.
It is a small town with quite a nice law score, so... it doesn't say an actual number, but, a couple hundred.
Okay, well, we could take a couple of hundred towns guard.
That could be mobilized, probably a little more, since it's one of the northern provinces where sometimes, do something.
Yeah, I mean, they might burn down the town, and the and Ballantine would be like, "What? Why's the town burning? Oh no, we need to go there, everyone!" And then we open the gates.
I feel like it's worth mentioning that that's a really bad idea.
Aw. I just like burning things.
I agree.
Which is ironic.
I also...
Weren't you afraid of fire at the start of the game?
Well, I like burning things.
I like to burn things.
Me, the person.
But yeah. But that's also just... I don't know how well that would work.
No, it wouldn't. Most likely it wouldn't work at all. I'm just musing because I'm thinking too much about the wrong things. Most likely. Well, yeah, but then we need to waste one more day by sleeping in the basement. So then it would be Friday when we attempt the contact again.
Yes. That is also stew day.
Then we need to wait another week for stew.
That would be fine. You still have time then. That is not too late for the attack to happen.
Guess so.
24th day you're here.
Okay. Well,
It's kind of funny. It sounds really like you're really sad about stew day. Oh, but stew day.
I was hoping for a stew day. I was hoping to have this wrapped up by now. Behind schedule. Zacharias is most displeased.
You're behind. Sure.
But yeah, sure. Well, fine. I say then we waste another day.
Fine, I say.
Wait, are you not going to go to the basement today?
No, that's what I'm saying. We waste the day going to the basement, hide down there, play cards or whatever, And then Friday, Mr. Grumpy Face goes up to the keep.
Who's Mr. Grumpy Face?
Serious.
Why is he Mr. Grumpy Face?
Look at him.
He has a grumpy face.
They're all so clear now.